I came across something this week that I decided this morning to share with you. It really wasn't, it's not really part of my talk that I planned, but I really like this, and it does kind of play into why I'm talking about what I'm talking about today. But it's a little snippet from this book called The One Taste of Truth, Zen and the Art of Drinking Tea. And it's just a bunch of, little passages. But there's a passage in there, and I don't know what language this is, if it's Chinese or what, but anyway, it's Ichi Go Ichi A. And what it means is each meeting is a once in a lifetime event. And it really caused me to realize how preoccupied I have been lately. It says every meeting is special and unique and will never happen again in the same way. Thus, you should put your entire body and spirit into the encounter, whether it be in the tea room, a chance meeting in the street, in martial conflict, in your solitary thought, and I will add in your practice. The message extends to everyday behavior. One should pay attention to things and events as though none will ever be repeated. Ichigo Ichie is not something just concerned with others. It is a careful and meticulous mental stance you have toward everything in existence. And if you embrace this concept in your heart, you should independently have more responsibility and circumspection in your way of speaking, in your way of thinking, and even in your personal behavior. According to your understanding of Ichigo Ichie, you should become a deeper person altogether. That just added to the realization that I have had over the last few weeks, that I have been deeply preoccupied by the circumstances of my life, and that my practice has been pretty shallow because of being so preoccupied and not really even being able to, like put my finger on the fact that I'm so preoccupied by the circumstances of my life. But this all kind of came together for me over the past month or so. And it started with Susan Packard's talk a few weeks ago about these 5 brave acts that we can engage in or practice with. And one of the acts was to cherish ourselves. And actually, that's what I've chosen for the title of my talk today: Cherish Ourselves. And part of what she shared was a quote from Greg Boyle. And he said, "We are all unshakably good. Our essence is goodness, even when we go off the rails. We are in no way incomplete. There is nothing missing. When we cherish ourselves, truth dawns." And I have to admit, well, first of all, I have to admit 2 things. One is I was multitasking while I was listening to her talk, as type threes will do. I had my son with me, and we were doing all sorts of different things. So I had to go back and listen to the talk, but I remember thinking at the time, cherish myself. How would I do that? I don't know how to do that. So I just kind of let it go. But then Debbie Mahoney sent me an article from the Lions Roar magazine called be confident in your true nature, or your Buddha nature is what it was called. True nature, same thing. But the article contained a guided meditation to White Tara, and he is the bodhisattva of compassion. And the guided meditation is designed to help us have confidence in our true nature. And for me, it was sort of a wake up call. You do have a true nature, and it's kind of been so far in the background that it just was not in my awareness at all. So I decided that I would like to share this guided meditation with you today, because for me, it kind of answered the question, how do I cherish myself? Well, here's like a practice that I could do whenever I choose to, that will help me get reconnected with my Buddha nature. I don't even know if that's exactly the right way to language that, but in my mind, it's like, okay, I do recognize I have a Buddha nature, but it seems like it's pretty varied. So, so for me, this guided meditation is a way for me to remind me of my true nature, but also to connect with it, if that's a thing. So that explains all of the opening music today. The opening music was primarily different variations well, it was the same mantra, but set to different music. And the mantra is Om Tare, Tu Tare, Ture, Swaha. And it means, or this particular translation is Om and salutations. May the mother of all guide me. May the supreme goddess protect me and open my eyes to the light. So who is Tara? Tara, it is said, sprang up from Avalokiteshvara's tears when he wept on seeing all the suffering of all the beings in samsara. Tara hears the cries of beings in samsara and saves them from worldly and spiritual danger. She is associated with helping people cross the ocean of existence to enlightenment. And as she has several different colors, as White Tara, she is known as the mother of all Buddhas, offering healing to beings who are hurt or wounded. So, I want to share this guided meditation with you. But before we do that, I'm going to read a few things that were in the article just to kind of help set a context for the guided meditation. And then we'll go into silence. So here's a few things that were in the article. And I in the notes, I will send a link to the article, because the entire article is well worth reading. And then embedded in it is the instructions on how to do the guided meditation. But here's some things from the article. It says, at some point, most of us have felt the quiet ache of not being enough, not smart enough, capable enough, or worthy enough. This sense of deficiency can burden our hearts, shaping how we see ourselves and holding us back from living fully and authentically. Yet, the confidence we yearn for isn't something to be earned or achieved. It's already present, a profound potential waiting to be revealed. Genuine self-confidence arises not from external accomplishments or validation, but from recognizing the immutable truth of who we are, an expression of Buddha nature. Buddha nature is the innate potential for awakening, and it is universal to all beings. It is not a quality we acquire. It's our true nature, luminous, unconditioned, and complete. Always present, even when obscured by self-doubt or challenges, Buddha nature remains untouched and untainted. It retains its intrinsic value regardless of external conditions, reinforcing our confidence that wisdom, compassion, and clarity are our natural state. Our Buddha nature begins to shine forth when we cultivate a heartfelt aspiration for the path of awakening. Our meditation practice helps to stabilize and focus the mind and deepen our compassion for others. These practices help us peel back the layers of habitual patterns and conditioned thoughts, unveiling the radiant, unchanging essence of our true self. Through meditation, we start to notice an awareness that has often gone unnoticed, a quiet backdrop to all of our experiences. Once noticed, we can rest in the awareness of this awareness. As we allow this awareness to come into the foreground, we start to recognize that it is vast and open, untouched by the ebb and flow of thoughts, emotions, and sensations. Over time, by aligning with this awareness, we recognize it's not separate from us. It's the very essence of who we are. As we rest in effortless awareness, the awakened qualities of our Buddha nature naturally begin to emerge. These qualities, wisdom, compassion, patience, kindness, and equanimity, arise effortlessly when we connect with our essence. Trust in our Buddha nature supports a natural confidence that allows us to meet challenges with clarity and resilience while responding to others with openness and kindness. By embodying the wisdom and love inherent in Buddha nature, we access a profound confidence that empowers us to navigate life with authenticity. In Vajrayana Buddhism, meditative figures embody enlightenment, and White Tara is one of these figures. In a practice called Yidam practice, we visualize ourselves arising as a deity expressing enlightened qualities. So today we're going to practice visualizing ourselves as embodying White Tara. If you're rolling your eyes, Yidam practice is more than an act of imagination. It's a method of aligning with the ultimate truth of who we are. Instead of identifying with a limited, conditioned identity, we step into the recognition that our true nature is vast, luminous, and inseparable from the qualities of enlightenment. In this way, Yidam practice serves as a powerful means for dissolving habitual patterns and ways of viewing ourselves and nurturing the confidence that arises from directly experiencing our Buddha nature. Vaitara embodies primordial wisdom and compassion. By visualizing ourselves as Vaitara, we awaken these qualities within ourselves and discover the confidence of our true nature. So, let's practice. Okay, can you see that? Whoops, sorry. Just take two. All right. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. All right, this is Vaitara. And there's a couple of things that we are going to be saying together during this guided meditation, and I will let you know when that is going to happen, and those will be up on the screen so that you can read them. But to start with, just settle yourselves into a posture that's both alert and comfortable for you. And then gather any dispersed energy, bringing your awareness inward and joining your mind with your breath. So just take a few moments just to connect with your breath. And with each inhalation, nourish your body with loving kindness and compassion. And with each exhalation, relax more deeply into the present moment. Inhale loving kindness and compassion, and exhale into deep relaxation. And now let's read the following lines together. Until awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha, Dharma, and Noble Sangha. By the merit of my acts of generosity and other awakening qualities, may I attain full awakening for the benefit of all beings. Until awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha, Dharma, and Noble Sangha. By the merit of my acts of generosity and other awakening qualities, may I attain full awakening for the benefit of all beings. Until awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha, Dharma, and Noble Sangha. By the merit of my acts of generosity and other awakening qualities, may I attain full awakening for the benefit of all beings. Gaze into the openness of the space before you. Consider that this openness is inherently compassionate. Visualize this unconditioned compassion spontaneously manifesting as the radiant essence of Tara's awakened mind. She is seated gracefully on a white lotus and moon disk. She embodies tranquility, compassion, and openness. Her peaceful, warm expression radiates a kindness that embraces all beings. She appears like a rainbow, vivid yet intangible. White Tara's body is white, clear, and radiant, emanating rainbow light like sunlight refracting through a crystal. Her right hand is resting on her knee and facing upward in the mudra of supreme generosity. Her left hand is at her heart and it holds the stem of a white lotus, representing the Dharma's power to transform the mud of samsara into liberation. Her silken garments and jeweled ornaments symbolize the pacifying activity of her enlightened mind. 7 eyes, 2 on her face, 1 on her forehead, 1 on each of her palms and on each of the soles of her feet, symbolize her limitless awareness and her ability to respond to all beings' suffering. Her gaze carries the tranquility of ultimate truth and the tenderness of a loving mother. Surrounded by a luminous moon-like aura, she radiates inexhaustible kindness and peaceful activity. Feel White Tara's presence deeply. Her tender, unwavering gaze fills you with warmth and clarity. Sense her wish to remove all obstacles to your longevity, vitality, and realization of your true nature. With each inhalation, visualize her compassionate energy flowing into your heart as radiant light, dissolving doubts, fears, and obstacles. And with each exhalation, offer gratitude and trust, receiving her blessings fully. Inhaling compassionate energy flowing into your heart, dissolving doubts, fears, and obstacles. Exhaling, give back gratitude and trust and receive her blessings fully. Rest here, letting her presence inspire a connection to your own innate potential and the confidence it brings. Visualize White Tara smiling gently. Her luminous body dissolves into radiant light, entering through the crown of your head and merging into your heart. This light radiates outward, dissolving all boundaries between her awakened qualities and your own. Her wisdom, compassion, and vitality become inseparable from your being, illuminating your limitless potential. Experience yourself as White Tara. Your body is translucent, radiant light, and you're seated on a lotus and moon disk, symbols of purity and liberation. 7 eyes symbolize your limitless awareness and ability to respond to suffering with skill and compassion. Recognize yourself as the noble mother of all Buddhas, as the embodiment of wisdom, compassion, and the capacity to remove all obstacles and benefit all beings. Rest in the confidence of being White Tara. Focus on the inseparability of your body, speech, and mind with those of Tara's. Allow this to move beyond the conceptual into a direct, lived experience. Your radiant, open body transcends ordinary limitations, embodying purity and potential. Your words arise effortlessly, imbued with wisdom and compassion, naturally attuned to others' needs. And your vast, luminous mind rests in awareness, free from duality and untouched by external conditions. Recognize that you are White Tara. Her wisdom and compassion are inseparable from your own. Vajra confidence arises naturally as you rest in this realization. Feel this confidence radiating from you, benefiting all beings. See yourself responding to challenges with clarity and ease, offering love and support with grace. Rest in this state of Vajra confidence, allowing it to fully penetrate your experience. And we will conclude our guided meditation with a dedication of the merit of this practice. And if you would say along with me what's here at the bottom of the screen. By this merit, may all attain omniscience. May it defeat the enemy wrongdoing. From the stormy waves of birth, old age, sickness, and death, may all beings be liberated from the ocean of samsara. Thank you for practicing that with me. We're now going to go into the second segment of our time together where we sit silently for a period of time. And we're going to start off with Sogyal Rinpoche's mantra, rest in natural great peace. And while you're listening to it today, you might just think, well, rest in the natural great peace of our Buddha nature. To just continue being aware of the guided meditation that we did to White Tara and to our own Buddha nature.
Rest in natural great peace. This exhausted mind, beaten helplessly by karma and neurotic thoughts, like the relentless fury of the pounding waves in the infinite ocean of samsara. Rest in natural great peace. Rest in natural great peace. Rest in natural great peace. But sometimes it's wonderful when you really remember what the masters have done and taught. It immediately moves us. It really inspires, connects us. Therefore, we feel a sense of gratitude and appreciation of their work. So, Yujing Rinpoche, in this wonderful poem, he says, rest in natural great peace. This exhausted mind, beaten helplessly by karma and neurotic thoughts, like the relentless fury of the pounding waves in the infinite ocean of samsara. Rest in natural great peace. Rest in natural. In Tibetan is Ranyi Hwacham. Rest in natural peace. This exhausted mind, beaten helplessly by karma and neurotic thoughts, like the relentless fury of the pounding waves in the infinite ocean of samsara. Rest in natural peace. To rest, to find rest. Clear. Just really that finding that rest, that comfort and ease, to let go and to naturally be. Then you see the mind just quietly settle, just like a glass of muddy water. If you don't stir it, the dirt will slowly settle. In the same manner, if you let the mind be in the spacious openness, slowly the confusion or the turbulence of thoughts and motion settles. Rest in natural peace. Rest in natural peace. This exhausted mind, beaten helplessly by karma and neurotic thoughts, like the relentless fury of the pounding waves in the infinite ocean of samsara. Rest in natural peace. To rest, to find rest. Clear.